Hello, happy Thursday. Looks like I'm alone in the Zoom room currently. I suspect that might be with the early start. But we're going to go ahead and get going so that I can get this one recorded and posted for you. And then I'm going to head off right off to the session to teach my first in-person class in well over a year. So that should be interesting. We're going to start today with a little joint rotation. So spread those fingers out and begin to spiral the hands around each other. Keeping those fingers spread out nice and wide. Let's get some spiraling in the wrist. Get the wrist loosened up. And do a few movements out of Shibashi Set 1 today. Shibashi literally translates to 18 forms. There are 8 sets of Shibashi. We typically do 2 of them in our rotation. And we're working on integrating number 3 in. The remaining sets are a little bit more obscure. Maybe someday, but not near term. All right, change direction here. And then let's interlock the fingers and keep spiraling around the wrists, beginning to get the forearms and a little bit of the elbows in. We'll jump over to the elbows momentarily. And again, change direction. And let's begin to deepen out the breathing. Taking that breath in through the nose if you're able. And then out through either the mouth or the nose. All right, let's take it out to the elbows. You can either be up in cactus arms, up here, or tuck the elbows in and just spiral around them. And take those the other direction as well. And we'll cap off the session today with a little bit of standing work, probably just the single standing post form. It'll take us a little bit to get through the number of forms that we'll get through today in Shibashi. We'll probably do 15 or 16 of them. We normally only have 9 or 10, sometimes 11 forms. 12 yesterday for Yi Jin Jing. All right, shoulders lifting in the front. Spiral hand at the top, press in the back. Lift front, spiral top, press in the back. And put your finger up in that hollow in the shoulder. Feel that turn there. Now let's change direction here. Lifting in the back, coming over the top, pressing front, spiraling at the bottom now. Let's take one more on this side. And let's move over to the other side. Lifting front, spiral top, press down in the back. If there's any pain in the shoulder, take that angle out a little farther, draw a smaller circle. Otherwise, keep it as close to the body as is comfortable. And let's change direction here, lifting in the back now, pressing front, spiraling bottom. And you can take that finger up into that little hollow spot by the shoulder if you want. Really feel that turn happening in the shoulder. One more time over the top. And let's take it down to the hips. Circling the hips. Go ahead and accentuate the body weight shift from side to side. We'll need that a little bit later when we bounce the ball. let's change direction here. And let's step the feet together. Let your hands slide down to your knees and then run that spiral through the knees. And again, take in both directions. And straighten it back up, step back out to Wuji. And let's connect to the breath with a little spinal cord breathing. Breathing in as we rise. Fold it all back in as you breathe out. Gently fold forward. As you breathe in, spread those elbows apart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then pull it all back in, relaxing and releasing. One more. And then we rise out of this directly into our commencing form. Arms floating up. Elbows get heavy at the top, lead everything down. Whole body melts down at the bottom. Breathing in as we rise. And a nice long breath out as we sink. Not really a sit or a squat, just a gentle melting down. One more time, rising, melting down. And then this time as the arms come back up, palms turn in toward each other, arms expand, and we close it back in before we float on down. Rising, still breathing in, nice long breath in as we expand, and then breathe out, nice long breath out as we bring everything back in. Next time, as you come back in, let the hands spiral around and grab a ball. And then expand back out. Coming back in, place the other hand on top of the ball. I suspect we'll have a few other folks join here as we come up on the top of the hour. I did not get a reminder about the early start out after the initial email this week. I probably should have done that. Been a bit of a hectic week. Flying solo this week with my wife out of town on a business trip. One more time, coming in. And then as we expand back out, let one arm come overhead. Take a breath in. And then on the breath out, tip that over. Breathing in, arms change places. Breathing out, tip that over. Painting the rainbow. And then let that become one smooth movement. Breathing in through the transition, breathing out on the side bend. One more going each way. Let hands come back level with each other and then sweeping down. Arms cross but don't touch in front of the body. Lift straight up like you're peeling off a shirt. Separating the clouds. Al, you'll appreciate this one. After we get done here, I'm headed down to the Milwaukee Catholic Home to do a 30-minute seated Tai Chi session. I'm told my audience are all 80 plus. It'll be my first in-person class in, something like 16 months. One more time over the top. And then just release back to Wuji. Hands float up in front, palms facing each other. Spin the ball, and then take the bottom hand and toss that one out to the side. Bring it back past your ear, turn the other palm over. Palm passes palm as you press forward. Repulsing the monkey. Let's do one more on each side. And then push the bottom hand out to recapture the ball. Carry it to the side. Turn hands on edge. And let's bring them across the front. Hands play with clouds. Breath in across in one direction. A little pause in the breath as the hands change places. And then a breath out as you bring it back. Let your body slow down. Let the body follow the breath. Couple more times across. And then let's capture the ball back on the side. Carry it to the center. spin it, flatten the palms, and let them float on down. And we begin to sway. And the hand we're leaning into, the front hand, is going to disappear as the other one lifts the ball. Breathe in, transition the hands. Breathe out, lift the ball. One more time on each side. And let both hands float back down to Wuji, stepping out to a corner and pushing the wave. Breathing in as we withdraw the hands, breathing out as we press forward, letting your whole body push into that wave. One more push. Go ahead and withdraw, and this time come forward with fingertips together and then spread open the wings. Breathing in as we expand, breathing out as we press forward. One more time coming forward, and then we'll pull this side back in. Stepping out to the other corner, push the wave. One more push forward. Withdraw and then press the fingertips together as we come forward, and then open the wings. Come forward one more time, and we'll pull this side back in. And we fly. Press the thumb to the fingertips, make your goose head, and we fly. Breathing in as we rise, Nice long breath out. Just let the hands melt on down. Now we're going to get ready to add on to this one. As your hands float down the next time, shift your weight to one side, and then as you fly, lift the empty leg. Shifting weight from side to side. One more time on each side. Then let the hands come up, palms up. Bring them down close to your face. Press the palms, the thumbs and forefingers close together. This is the old sage strokes his beard. Let's take one more, and then we'll drop into our standing posture. Set up for that by toe heeling out, not quite to a horse stance, but wider than hips width. Go ahead, sink down just a little bit like you're sitting on the edge of a tall stool. Head nice and erect, chin tucked, back nice and straight. And then let the arms float up like you're hugging a tree. Then get to heart height. Consciously drop your elbows, soften the shoulders. And you can close your eyes. And we breathe. Every couple of breaths, just kind of let your eyes gently open just a little bit. Check your posture. Keep your arms nice and rounded, envisioning that you got your arms around a tree. Fingertips pointing to one another. Elbows are down, shoulders soft. Still sitting on the edge of that tall stool. Tailbone pointed at the floor. Take just a few more breaths here. And on your next exhale, go ahead, open your eyes, let the palms flatten, melt on down as we toe heel back into Wuji. And we close. Arms rise overhead, hands turn toward the floor, press the palms. One more time. As the hands reach bottom, let them separate and toss one overhead. And then let it just come back down, tracing the midline of the body. One more on each side. And last one. And as this hand floats down, let it come to rest on the heart center. Place the other one over the lower dantian. Maybe step your feet together just a little closer. And then close your eyes. Nice, full, deep breaths as we finish off the practice today. After a couple of breaths, keeping your eyes closed, just let that top hand slide on down, joining the other hand over the lower dantian. Take one last deep breath in. And as you release that breath, release the hands out to the side. Open your eyes.